Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm GC Smith, and welcome back to Mod All the Blocks. Today we're going to be having another look at SecurityCraft by GeForce. It has recently been updated from the pre-release version I showed you before to release version 1.04. Actually, it's been through a couple of editions in the last few days since I actually posted the first video. Not too much has changed necessarily, but there's plenty enough to warrant another video, so that anyone watching this or watching the previous video actually gets a more up-to-date version, so they can actually see what the mod's capable of now. So let's come into our rather unsecure research facility and testing station, and actually let's start off by showing you something I already showed you before. This is, if anyone's seen the last mod spotlight, the keypad, and anyone that hasn't seen it, the keypad. So the keypad starts by you, when you place it, you get a screen actually a bit different to this one, where you place your code. I'll show you that in a bit when I place the thing. You type the code, the door opens, and you can go on through. Rather simple, rather easy. Now, before, in the last mod spotlight, you actually had to go into creative mode and get it from this pane to even get one of those blocks. But now you can actually craft it yourself using this 9-button recipe. And it will give you a keypad. So let me just show you how to craft it. Let's get some buttons. And go to this crafting table. And we can craft ourselves a keypad. As we can see, 9 keys, we get a keypad. Now, it's a rather simple recipe. It's kind of interesting. And let's place it. Now, you might see that it has the pattern of the iron from your texture pack for all the sides, apart from this one, which uses its custom texture, which uses the standard Minecraft iron block as a base. So after we place this block, we can click on it, and we get this bit where you set the keypad up. So let's put the code in, 1111, save and continue. They actually update that button, and now when we press 1111, the door will open, we can go through. So it's rather cool. The functionality hasn't changed. The UI has a bit though. It looks looks a lot better in my opinion. But there's also the fact that it can now be crafted. So anyone that goes to this mod now can actually use it to secure their work. Now, I'm not sure if it works on survival multiplayer, but it definitely works on single player, and it's a lot of fun. Now, to go with the keypad is this new recipe that currently has need of a texture called the Code Breaker. Here we can see that it's got 2 diamonds, redstone torch, nether star, gold ingots, emeralds, and redstone dust. So it's a rather expensive recipe, but let me just show you what it does. It literally just breaks the code, no matter how long you placed it for the keypad. So let's, for example, destroy the keypad. Let's place this and do a really complicated code system. Let's just do a really long, complicated code like that, which you could never remember. Well, you don't need to. You've got the code breaker. You can just get straight through the door. It's rather cool, actually, as a way to make it harder for people to get into your door. They can't just guess your password, but you never need to know it if you've got the right materials. And in most of our single player and multiplayer servers, it's probably going to be rather hard to get all these materials early on. And so, especially if you're the creator of the server and host of the server, so you can actually spawn in your items yourself, it's definitely a cool way to secure your builds. So let's just put this back in there. We can put this in there, and I don't know why I have that spare chest with me. Let's put that down there. So that is the keypad and the code breaker. Next up is something I showed you before, the tripwire. As you can see, the texture has now changed away from glass to its own really cool kind of looking texture. Although that actually might still be glass. It's a lot smaller though. Actually, I wonder if that is just glass using my texture pack. Let's get some glass. I'm not sure. No, it's definitely its own texture. Okay, so it's definitely got its own texture now. Like before, if you each block has to be within 5 blocks of the other one, creating a laser that when you walk through, it lifts up the pistons. Now, for some reason, my redstone circuit's staying like self-powered by these redstone blocks. It's really weird. So I'm not really sure how that's working. I'm not too big on redstone myself. As you can see, it does stay up for some reason when you have the redstone blocks, and in that case, I need to do something, I'm not sure. So, like the keypad and the code breaker, this also now has a recipe requiring 7 stone, a block of redstone, and a glass pane. So, actually, I need to actually construct this one. Let's take the materials. So, it's 7 stone, a glass pane, and a redstone. Creates a laser block. I broke that into... Oh, okay, that was silly of me, but... Let's put... Why am I doing that? Let's put this all in the chest. So we've got all that in the chest. Put that there, that there, that there. Don't really need it out. And we've got a laser block. Now I'm in creative, so I only need 1. And as you can see, when you create it, it creates a laser. If we destroyed that block, however, and then use that as a building block, you'll see there is no laser in it because we're 6 blocks away. So as you see, you need to be exactly 5 blocks to create the little laser between them. Now, the laser, therefore, for anyone that hasn't seen the last spotlight, this basically just creates a redstone signal when you trigger the laser you walk through. So if you want to just test that, let's get a redstone door. No, let's get an iron door. Sorry, redstone door. Iron door. Let's get an iron door. Place it here, and it works. Now it does create a signal. Okay, apart from on top, apparently. Okay, so yeah, putting the thing on top, it just doesn't work. But to the side, to every side, it creates a signal. Can we build? No, we can't place it there. But no, to every side, it will create a signal and trigger the door, or whatever you want to work. So let's put this in there as well, because it's all used with that. So it's a rather cool recipe, rather cool item, really nice way to trigger mob traps, like, you know, hook it up to dispensers filled with arrows. Kind of cool as a way to defend your home and base. Next up is a new addition. Previously, the keypad and the laser tripwire were all in the game. Codebreaker's a new addition, and so is this. What's that over there? Well, let me just show you. Get my bow that's in here, set up beforehand. Take aim. It is, of course, a mine. Yes, a really cool, handy explosive to help defend your base. It's not just called SecurityCraft for no reason. As we can see, the recipe for the mine is 3 iron ingots in a triangle with a bit of black powder or gunpowder, depending on what your texture pack or mod thing is, to build it. Now, it doesn't just get triggered by bows, it will be triggered by stepping on it or any block landing on it, so gravel, sand, you name it. It does get blown away by water, so be careful when it comes to that. It's a rather cool little handy item. I can imagine it being useful setting up, say, on obsidian plates like this. Say you gather some obsidian and you just use it to defend your base from monsters that may wander far too close. Rather cool, and I also like the fact that it sets things on fire. Really cool defensive structure, and I can actually imagine this actually being quite fun in some sort of mini game that you host on your server. So yes, this is SecurityCraft 1.04 update. It's rather cool. It's developed quite a bit actually from the last mod. Basically doubled the amount of items available in the game, adding recipes so you can actually craft the items, so they're available in single player. Nice mod. The link to the description, as always, will be in... The link to the download, as always, will be in the description below. And I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.